Welcome back, first grade. Miss Olkowski here. Last week we talked about units of measurement. Measurement where we can find how long something is or how wide something is, how tall something is. So let's review. We learned our customary units are inches, feet, yard, and mile. If you remember, we started from the smallest unit of measurement and we went to the largest unit of measurement. Here are the abbreviations for those as well. When you hear metric, we hear centimeters, meters, and kilometers. And again, here are the abbreviations for those. Last week, you added and you subtracted different units of measurement. We went from the equation and then we built those up for story problems. So for example, here's a story problem that we had last week. Todd's puppy was 10 inches tall. When he went to the vet, he grew 6 inches. How tall is the puppy now? So if you remember back, we solved that problem by noticing what information was given to us. So we knew that he was 10 inches tall and that he grew 6 inches tall. And now we want to see how tall is the puppy now. So we don't know that amount, or we call it the unknown amount of how tall is the puppy now. When you created your equation, we wrote in the information that we knew. So we set up our equation like this. The first amount we knew, he is 10 inches tall. Then he grew 6 inches. So our unknown amount came at the very end. And then using different strategies, you found 10 plus 6 equals 14. So we said that an unknown amount is 14. And many times you will see the unknown amount as instead of a question mark, it's going to be an X. Okay, so I'm just going to use X because I'm going to say that unknown amount or that question mark is 14. Okay, well now this week we are going to take our story problems and we are going to notice that the unknown amount is going to be in different areas. So let's look at our chart here. All right, our first example was the example that we just went over, that the unknown amount was at the very end. And don't forget to put your units of measurement at the end. Another way that you can, you will see your unknown amount is you're not going to know that first amount in the very beginning. And then as the story problem goes on, it'll give you the amounts for the second addend and the sum. Finally, we have where the unknown amount is in the second place of where the addends should be. So you're going to be given the amount in the beginning and have to solve for the second addend, and then your sum will be given in the different story problems. So let's go ahead and let's try one. We're going to take the same problem that we just did where the unknown amount was in the end. And we're going to see where we need to solve if we solve the problem in a different way. Todd's puppy was 10 inches tall when he went to the vet last month. This month, he grew so much more. Today at the vet, he measured 18 inches. How much did he grow? So all of a sudden, we need to visualize what's going on in the story. At first, and I'm going to underline the information that I'm given. So I'm going to put 10 inches tall, and then I'm going to put last month, because that's important to know what we're comparing. So last month, he was 10 inches tall. This month, he grew some more. I hear some more, so that tells me that I'm going to add. Very good. Okay. Do we know how much he grew? No, we don't. Okay. Today, I'm going to underline today because that's today. At the vet, he measured 18 inches. He measured 18 inches. So that's our altogether number. How much did he grow? So we want to know how much he grew this month. So let's go ahead and fill in our equation. We know last month he was what? 10 inches. We know we're adding. We don't know how much he grew this month. So that's our unknown amount. Our altogether number, we know, is he measured 18 inches today. 18 inches. So this is our equation. 10 plus what equals 18 inches? Now we can use different strategies to solve. And let's review those strategies. You can use the number line. We've been using base 10. We've been using place value to add. But being that we have an unknown here, using place value we're not going to be able to do. So let's use our other strategies. Okay, we can count up to see what goes to 18. So let's go ahead and try that. If I had a number line, and remember, you may be able to count up on your fingers now, but as your numbers get larger, you're going to have to use other strategies. So if I have a number line and I am adding, I do not have to put all the numbers on a number line. All I have to do is start with what I'm given. So if I have 10, how many more am I going to add to get to 18? So all we have to do is fill in those lines here. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Go ahead and fill in those numbers. I filled in. I'm going to plot the number that I'm starting on, and I'm going to count forward. Remember, do not start counting on 10. We're starting on any given number and counting forward on the number line. Okay, so we're going to start at 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So our unknown amount is 8. 10 plus 8 equals 18. And if you want to use that X to answer your question, you can put X, or the unknown amount, equals 8 inches. Okay? All right, very good. Let's try one more. And this is where the unknown is going to be in the second add-in place. Morgan threw the football several meters. You will hear that word several or few. That means we don't know the exact amount. Okay, so this is going to be our unknown amount. He threw it several meters. Logan threw the football 12 meters. Together, they threw the football. The football was thrown 18 meters. So altogether, the football was thrown 18 meters. How far did Morgan throw the ball? How far did Morgan throw the ball? So let's create an equation to match our story problem. Morgan threw the ball several meters. So we do not know what is in this first add-in place. We know that we are adding. Logan threw the ball 12 meters. And I'm going to put an M so I know that we're talking about meters. Altogether, the ball was thrown 18 meters. How far did Morgan throw the ball? So now we can either use our number line again. You can count up using base 10. So let's try base 10, okay? So we know one group is 12. And I'm going to circle that because that is the group that I'm going to show. So I'm going to use my rod and my units. So I know I have 12 right here. Now I want to know how many more do I have to add to get to 18. So count with me. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm going to put 1 in there. And I'm going to circle the group that I added. And we see that group is 6. So we can erase our, let's recount to make sure that we have the right amount. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So that is 18 meters. If I were to do it on the number line, because I was given 12, I would start at 12, and I know our sum is 18. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And I'm going to go ahead and fill those numbers in. Okay, there's my number line. I'm going to plot 12, and I'm going to count forward on the number line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And always circle your end. Okay, so I added 6 to 12 to get to 18. And again, if you want to use X instead of a question mark, you can put X equals 6 meters. Okay, first grade, today your assignment, your activity is going to be adding, and you are going to be reading your word problems. Don't forget, if you hear that word several, that represents the unknown amount because they don't know exactly how long, how many inches or feet or meters is given. So that would be your unknown amount. So happy math. Bye, first grade.